You're so beautiful.
I love you. I'm yours. Now and forever. I'm yours.
Wait.
What's wrong?
I have a confession to make.
Oh, but Baron, I'm just an innocent maiden.
Whose time has come. It's maiden plucking season, wench. You are the ripest of the ripe.
Oh, you naughty Baron.
Yes, guilty as charged. Carry out your sentence.
Oh, you naughty Baron.
I'm a very, very, very bad Baron. Oh!
Oh, if only our kids could see us now.
Youth is wasted on the young.
If I only knew then what I know now, this would have been my bed, my room, my house years ago.
We've gone through several beds, dozens of beds.
Yes, and Gwen would have married Ethan. Oh, they somehow would have worked things out. Oh, poor Gwen. She's just pining away.
She'll get over him.
No, Julian, she won't. Gwen wants Ethan, and no one else.
Well, you better set her straight, Rebecca, and fast. Tell her to forget about Ethan and go for the money. Tell her to not play the fool. That role's already being filled by Sharon. My sister's gone completely cuckoo.
Oh, really? I thought she'd just found true love.
True insanity is what she's found. Money is what brings you happiness. Love gives you nothing but heartache.
As I was falling asleep, I remember you saying something about asking me a question that would change both of our lives forever.
Yeah, you're right. What was that?
What?
That noise. It was the same noise we heard a second ago. It's like a dull roar. Only this time it was louder. You said it was nothing.
I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about, Sam. What roar?
Oh, come off it, Tabitha. You heard the noise.
We all did.
How's Tabby going to get out of this one?
Well, I think I'd better check it out.
No. You don't want to do that.
Why not? What's wrong? You know, I asked you before, but you didn't answer. Are you hiding something?
They find Tabby's friends in the basement. Everybody's done for.
I would hold the hand of the one who could lead me places and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet. And I would fly on the wings of the bird I knew could take me high as breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life.
Yeah, you're right. The question I'm about to ask you will change both of our lives forever.
Well, how do you know what my answer will be?
Well, no matter what your answer is, it'll change my life forever.
Well, the sooner you ask me the question, the sooner I can give you an answer, and the sooner we can start the life I've always dreamed of having. But we could just save some time, and I could give you an answer before you even ask the question.
No. Not so fast. Seeing as though I only plan on asking this question once in my life, I want to do it the old-fashioned way.
Ask any way you want.
Okay. But not here. The living room gets too much traffic.
Besides, I don't want anyone barging in on us.
Good thinking.
If you get bored with the question, you could just jump under the covers and nod off again.
Oh no, there will be no nodding off this time. You have my undivided attention no matter what.
Question first, then the kiss.
Let's see, where were we before we were so rudely interrupted? I believe my hand was right about here.
Oh, rudely interrupted part 2.
Who could that be? It certainly isn't Ivy. She'd need a road map to find my bedroom. Come in!
I'm really sorry to disturb you, but what the hell are you wearing?
What is it, Gwen? What, is something wrong?
I heard on the news that there was some sort of explosion at the Bennett house, and they said that Ethan was there, and I'm afraid he might be hurt.
Oh, don't tell me they're still talking about Ethan on the news.
Well, they refer to him as an ex-crane.
Huh. That makes sense.
Anyway, I don't know how to get a hold of him to see if he's hurt. Do you know what could have happened?
Indeed we do. We were there.
Love. Oh.
It was, to say the very least, one of the more bizarre evenings of my life. It would appear that the Bennetts, he being Ethan's father, and she being of the tomato soup cake, are going to have a wee bit of redecorating to do.
So, then you saw Ethan. Yes. And is he okay?
Well, physically, yes. The explosion didn't...
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Yes, the real explosion in Ethan's life is going to happen when he finds out that Teresa knew all along that he was not a crane. That is going to sight to behold, and I can now...
Ding.
Confession? What are you talking about? I mean, have you fallen in love with someone else?
Teresa,
I mean, is that it? No. You love me, right? I love you.
I love you, only you.
Then what is it that you have to confess?
Well, I have to confess that... Well, I've always been thinking about how can I love a girl unconditionally? I mean, you can't be perfect. There's got to be something wrong with you. So I decided to do a thorough analysis.
Oh?
Mm-hmm. From head to toe, front to back, all around. And I couldn't come up with anything I didn't love. Not even a freckle on your nose. No, I love your toes, your eyes, your kneecaps.
My kneecap.
Your kneecaps. They're sheer perfection. Your eyebrows, your lips, the way you smile. Wait. I'm not finished yet. That was just the physical side, the exterior. So then I asked myself, I started thinking, what makes you my Teresa? Well, it's your heart and mind, your loving, caring, sweet nature, and your honesty. You're everything to me. You are all that I ever wanted. You are my dream come true.
Now may I kiss you?
May.
Well, I really think I should have a look. I mean, find out what's making that roar or whatever it is.
Don't waste your time, Sam. It's really not necessary.
I think it is. I think you're hiding something.
My dear boy.
Come on, Reese, all right? What could Tabitha possibly be hiding?
Oh, it's locked.
Is it?
Yeah, where do you keep the key, Tabitha?
Oh, the key. Now, where is that?
Oh, I saw a key. I saw a key right over here on the table.
This right.
That's funny. I could have sworn it was right there.
Well, it's got to be someplace. Cupboard, drawer?
Oh, yes, now. Where I put it. I'm getting so absent-minded these days.
But Tabitha, doesn't the noise bother you?
What noise?
That roaring down in the basement.
Not in the least. Well, first of all, it's hardly a roar. And secondly, I know exactly what it is. It's the old pipes, and they sometimes act up.
Tabitha, are you sure it's just the old pipes?
Yes, they're thick with rust, dear.
Because it sounds really familiar. Kind of scary, actually.
What are you doing over there?
Look at all these shoes.
Oh, those old things, yes.
There's dozens of pairs. Mostly men's.
Who do all these shoes belong to?
Oh, people who got on my nerves over the years. The town crier with that damn bell of his. And the pious ninny from the Temperance League. That pushy salesman who just would not take no for an answer. And then there was the annoying pizza boy who always said, "Have a nice day." I have a thing for old shoes. I don't know why, but... what do you want that for?
So I'm gonna find out what's in the basement, once and for all.
No, don't!
Why not? What are you afraid of?
Me? Afraid? Don't be silly.
What are you hiding, Tabitha? What do witches hide in their basements?
Reese, you need to lay off the witch stuff, okay?
Ross is such a card, isn't he? He's always joking around with me. He loves to think I'm a witch. That's what happens when you get old, Grace. Of course, you've got a few years to go yet, but mark my words. One day, all the kids in the neighborhood will be calling you a witch and saying you live in a haunted house.
Do you?
Reese.
I really think you're being rude.
Never mind, Grace. Doesn't matter to me if he wants to make up stories.
Hey, after tonight, I'd be willing to believe in anything, even witches. But, you know, if you let us down in the basement and the only thing we found down there were some rusty pipes, well, maybe I'd be willing to quit believing.
I'd be happy to let you down in my basement, but I don't have the key. And I can't allow you to mar my beautiful woodwork with a crowbar. Sam, if the sound of my old pipes bothers you, then perhaps you and your family shouldn't stay here. As much as I'd love having you as my house guests.
Not.
Sometimes those pipes kick up an awful din, and you might not be able to sleep at night. And I wouldn't want you to be sleep deprived on top of everything else. Perhaps it would be better if you all bunked up over at the Russells.
Unfortunately, they have a full house.
Yeah, and Kay's gonna stay at Miguel's.
There's still 4 of us.
You're the only one with extra rooms, Tabitha.
Unless there's some other reason you don't want to stay in here.
Before long, my clothes will be hanging in every closet in this entire mansion.
I'm glad you're happy, but my problem is a little more personal.
Oh, I'm getting to you, dear. But first, I wanted to update you on my situation here, which could not be better. Oh, Julian is completely under my thumb. I'm using sex to control him.
I don't want the sordid details, Mother. I just want to know about me.
Well, you and Ethan will be living in the East Wing. That is until you build your own home, which Julian is very generously going to provide for you.
And you think Julian will accept Ethan back into his life again?
Well, it's all going to happen, sweetheart.
Even though Ethan isn't Julian's son?
Julian denies me nothing. Oh, sex is a very powerful tool, believe me.
But blood is thicker than water, and Ethan isn't Crane blood.
Julian doesn't want to admit it, but I can tell he still cares about Ethan. That way, when I am Mrs. Crane, it won't be difficult for me to persuade Julian to adopt Ethan, turning him back into a Crane.
I don't care what Ethan is. I just want him to love me again.
He will.
I care about him so much. He's all I can think about.
I know.
I'll do anything I have to do to get him back.
Oh, honey, you don't have to do anything. Just sit back and wait till you and Ethan can just march down the aisle.
And when will that be?
Well, first, we have to get rid of that rotten bride-to-be. Of course, that's not going to take very long. Not once Ethan finds out that Teresa knew all along that he wasn't a Crane, and that it was from her computer that the tabloid got Ivy's letter to Sam that she never sent. The letter telling him that he was Ethan's father, not Julian.
Knowing Teresa, she'll probably admit she knew Ethan wasn't a Crane, but deny sending the letter.
Oh, she can deny it till she's blue in the face.
But she didn't send it, you did.
Well, that's true. But since I sent it from Teresa's computer, they can only trace it back to her. No one else. No one will ever know that I sent it. And that way, when Ethan feels deceived, he'll erupt, and that will be the end of Ethan and Teresa.
And a new beginning for me.
Do you suppose the two, lovebirds are at Teresa's?
I don't know. I don't know where they are.
Maybe you should check it out. See if there's some way that you can, get in the way.
I love you.
I wish I could put into words the things that I'm feeling. So many beautiful, wonderful sensations.
Teresa, I will always be open and honest with you. I will never betray your love.
Did you say that you're going to sleep with Ethan after you tell him that you knew he was a Bennett so that he'll stay with you?
Mama, this is the only way. If Ethan sleeps with me, he will never leave me.
You can tell Ethan the truth, but I forbid you to sleep with him. Do you hear me, Teresa? I forbid it.
Well, there you are. I thought you'd run out on me.
Oh, no. I've been about, waiting for you to conclude your conversation with your lovely daughter. She looked rather pale. Is she all right?
I'm afraid Gwen is obsessed. She's got a one-track mind. She can't think of anything but Ethan.
Yeah. I fear that I have been of single focus myself of late. Separating Louise and Sheridan.
Oh, I thought you'd already solved that problem. I mean, using the Louise look-alike mask is the perfect way to split them up.
It's a splendid idea, if I do say so myself, and it did break them up once before. Sheridan was weak. She allowed Louise to crawl back into her life. But this time, it'll be different. She walks in, finds Louise in bed with a very desirable woman, and ching!
The ultimate betrayal.
She'll never forgive him.
Like she might even leave Harmony. I mean, she'd be so embarrassed, she'd have to save face.
Well, last time she ran off to Paris. Perhaps this time she'll fly off to parts unknown. Who knows, maybe in those Far East countries where people disappear, never to be seen again.
Yeah, that would solve your problem. You'd be back in your father's good graces.
Yes. Heir to the throne once again. Able to relax and give my full attention to my favorite playmate.
Wife to be.
What do you have in store for me? My wife-to-be? Something different, perchance?
Oh, I have all kinds of goodies in store for you, Baron. Have you ever done it under the stars?
Countless times.
Let me finish. Have you ever done it under the stars as a night watchman and cat burglar? Meow.
Lead on, wench.
Sheridan, I love you.
I love you too.
You know, you've shown me what love is. I never knew what it could be like till I met you.
I feel the same way.
You're the morning sun. You're the evening stars. You fill up my life. In case you think this is all corny, you can stop me at any time.
Corny, I've waited my entire life to hear this.
Well, in that case, Sheridan.
Oh.
What?
I just remembered the dream I had when I was sleeping out there.
What, was it a good dream?
Yes, it was a very good dream. It was about what it would be like when the man I love proposes to me.
And did he propose to you in your bedroom?
No, not in bed. It was actually quite different.
And what about the man? Was he different?
Ethan?
It feels so good.
I want you so much.
Oh, is there some other reason? I mean, aside from the noisy pipes, why you don't want to stay in here, Tabitha?
Of course not, Sam. What other reason could there possibly be?
I bet you anything there is one. And I'm gonna find out what it is.
Reese, no, you're not. You're gonna cool it. Mom, Dad, I think it's a great idea for you guys to stay here at Tabitha's. I mean, you're gonna be close to the bed and breakfast, so you can keep an eye on things, and you'll be right next door to the property, so you can decide if you want to build another house or just go buy a new one.
Yeah, you're right.
And school is so close that Jessica and Charity can still walk, so it's really the perfect solution.
Yeah, it's perfect for Kay. She gets to be alone with Miguel in his house. His sister doesn't even know the word of give up.
Tell me about it.
Big mistake, Princess. You should have never invited them to stay.
Oh, don't I know it?
You're in a real fix now.
I was only being polite. I never dreamed they'd take me up on it.
They opened the door of the basement? Oh.
What happened there? House will be nothing compared to what will happen here.
So what's gonna be, Tabitha? Are we staying?
Jimmy smells big trouble.
What is it?
This isn't right.
Did I do something wrong?
No.
Tell me, because I want to do what you want.
You didn't do anything wrong. You're perfect. When two people love each other the way we do, they can't do anything wrong.
Well, then, why did you just pull away?
Because I foolishly didn't think of something. I didn't think we'd get this far. I didn't want to be presumptuous.
I don't understand. What?
protection. I don't have any. It's just, the way things are with, I don't have a job, we don't have any money, I don't have any money. I think the last thing we want right now is a baby. So I guess I can go get some clothes.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. We have to act responsibly.
Stay here. Be right back.
Okay. I can't wait till we make love, Ethan. There's so much I want to tell you. Did you forget something?
We won't stay if you don't want us to, Tabitha. We can go to a motel.
Of course I want you to stay, Grace. You're my very dear friends.
Soon to be ex-friends.
I guess it's settled then.
We're very grateful, Tabitha.
Oh, no need for thanks, Sam. No need at all.
Well, it's getting late.
Yeah.
So, you'll look out for Miguel while I'm gone?
Of course I will.
After everything we've been through, I really feel like we're all bonded for life.
Bonded.
And, right, we have to stick together. We can't let anything separate us. Goodbye, Miguel. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Charity? Something wrong?
I don't know. I just had this premonition that I was saying goodbye to Miguel, and he just kept fading away. I really don't know why I would have a vision like that. I mean, what would be separating us? What would be pulling us apart?
I don't know, but I think you should tell Miguel about your premonition.
No, he's not in any physical danger, and the first thing that he would think is that I was insecure about our love, and that's really the last thing that I want.
I guess you're right.
He's been through a lot, so the last thing I want to do is upset him.
You better keep it to yourself, Charity.
Well, I'm depending on you to look after him, okay?
Charity, I promise I will do everything within my power to make him happy. Charity knew that you sold your soul to the devil to get Miguel. She wouldn't even let you in 100 miles of him.
Meow.
Is that an alley cat I hear?
You haven't lived till you've been in my alley.
I can't wait.
Yes, but you're going to have to. You see, I didn't come here to cat around. I came here to steal your jewels.
Oh, be still my heart.
Would you like that?
Oh, yes, please. Please steal them.
Oh, meow. Meow.
What was that?
A cat.
Cat, I thought you said there weren't any cats in the estate.
There aren't. We don't have any, but one could have gotten in from the outside. No, where were we? Come on. You were wondering if the man of my dreams looked like you. And yes, he did.
So where do you keep your jewels?
Shh.
What?
Sharon.
So, I looked like the man from your dream.
Yes. But he wasn't proposing to me on a bed. It was in this beautiful garden next to a lovely fountain with exquisite flowers just everywhere.
Wow. Sounds romantic.
But you know what? We're getting off track because you were going to ask me, or should I say, pop the question. So, pop away.
God, he's about to ask her to marry him.